Shalom Yasharala. On again, finna honest to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, sincere. I can push in this true cross the four winds. I came across this clip on RT, man, and was looking at what's going on in Venezuela. And our people, man, our people just don't learn from history, man. A wise man learns from his mistakes, all right, and learns from history. That's why it's imperative when the Most High brings us into the truth. You have to learn history, man. You're not gonna understand our customs, our culture, our history, and without knowing our history. You're not gonna understand your nationality without knowing our rich history. All right, the so-called white man took out the Most High through the Spirit. Let the so-called white man take our history and our culture away from us. When you read Jeremiah the 17th chapter, all right. But in these last days, according to John the 14th chapter, the Most High gave his Spirit to put everything back into our remembrance. All right. So that's what it's imperative when you get this doctrine, you go through script through history, and you funnel history through the scriptures. All right. And we are in a position of servitude. We're slaves. All right. And we've been slaves ever since we've been a nation for the most part. All right, our golden years was under King David and King Solomon. That was number 80 years. Aside from that, we had good runs there with Hezekiah, Jehoshaphat, certain kings. But we've never we were at our pinnacle those 80 years. Okay? And aside from that, we just been under the rule of these nations, under the sun. All right, and every time we was under the nations, our great King, our Heavenly Father, through the Spirit, showed us what to do to get from under them. All right, but now in these last days, man, our people are destroyed. Our people don't know left from right, up from down, holy from unholy. All right, and they just keep going around about Mount Sinai, because they can't get right. Now in this clip, you're gonna see how we're spoiled. And how when we do get something, the heathens take it away from us. All right, and they don't. And these Israelites down there in Venezuela, I don't want to wing it, but I think they Zebulun. They can't get it right. They can't get it right. That's why the Most High has raised up elect men, a small remnant of his men, to go out here and teach the truth of the scriptures and fish for only the elect, because only the elect will receive it. But the wicked won't understand. All right, so I'm going to start off with this clip. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has ordered the European Slovakia. I got it hooked up to Alexa, so you probably can't hear it. I gotta take this shit off. All right, here we go.
The country's state oil company to relocate to Moscow. Venezuela's vice president announced the decision during a news briefing with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Listening to all that was our correspondent Maria Finoshna. Maria, a lot said, a lot of ramifications. Break it down for us, if you will.
Hi, Yunan. Well, first of all, I have to say that Friday's visit of Venezuela's vice president to Moscow has become yet another one in a series of meetings between high-ranking officials from Russia and this Latin America country here in the Russian capital. Meetings to show solidarity and ensure support. Of course, Russia is among the countries totally and fully backing Venezuela in defending its sovereignty and protecting its future amidst, as Foreign Minister Lavrov has said today.
All right, now Venezuela is in the baddest state. All right, the nations are spoiling her. All right, preferably America. That's what America does. It oppresses and it rapes and robs the smaller nations under the earth and under the heavens in the earth, and robs them of their natural resources and everything that they have. That's what the so-called white man does as a whole. But when you look at Venezuela, they're going to the devil for refuge. They're going to just another sect, another clan of Edomites to say, protect us from these Edomites, protect our interests. Okay? They're not calling out to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. These are Israelites. That pisses Yahweh Bashem Yahushua off and makes the ones you go into refuge for spoil your ass, man. All right? They talking about they're protecting their interests. See, they still want to rock out under this devil's umbrella. Hit the infrastructure, the way you do business and commerce. Nah, man. We're not gonna rock under that. We're gonna take the kingdom and we're gonna show how you deal with business and commerce. We're gonna have our laws governing this place. They want to get along and prosper within this devil's spider web under his umbrella. We're gonna tear the bitch down, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. When our great king come back to the earth, he's gonna subdue the kings of the earth. Oh, let me get that. Let me go up a little bit more. All right, let me get, this is Revelation chapter 19. I'm going to start at verse 9. I'm looking for when he say he had many crowns. Here we go. I'm going to start at verse 11. Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. That white horse represents the fathership. The white horse represents our great king coming back on what you know as a UFO. All right? It's going to be a great big ship that's going to enter our atmosphere. Unidentified flying object to your average inhabitant on the planet Earth, but to the men of the Lord, it's a chariot of fire. All right? We know those are the vessels the angels ride in. Okay? And he that sat up on it was called faithful in truth. And in righteousness he does judge and make war. So that's what we want. We want our king to come back and make war, take down his infrastructure, take down his spider web, all right? His eyes was as a flame of fire, and on his head was many crowns. So he had many crowns because guess what he did? He came down and took down every power under the heavens. He came and took down the Americans, the Edomites, the Russians, all right? Anybody that got nuclear capability. That's what he's coming back to do, to subdue the whole planet Earth and uplift Israelite supremacy. All right? We're not trying to learn how to do business and commerce in this devil's infrastructure. We just do it because we are slaves to get our daily bread. But we're not trying to prosper in this bitch, man. We want this bitch took down. We want this system taken down. All right? And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Okay?
Cynical campaign aimed at overthrowing legitimate authorities of Venezuela using open threats, including one of a military intervention.
See, that's what America doing. That's what Trump doing. He's threatening Venezuela. I seen a senator, I forget his name. He say, told the guy Maduro, the king of Venezuela, that they're gonna do him what they did Gaddafi in Libya. Okay, so this guy's a shivering bitch. You know, America when they threaten you, they make good on their threats because guess what? Their blessing is the sword. When you read Genesis the 27th chapter, Esau's blessing is the sword, and he was gonna take the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth by violence. Okay. Especially Israelites. Venezuela, a bunch of Israelites down there. Okay? So this guy's a shivering bitch. Instead of him calling out, and those Venezuelans calling out to Yahweh Shema Shai, they calling out to ask for help and get refuge from the so-called white man, the UN, and other nations around the earth to protect them from America. Hell no. That's not what we're about. Yahweh Shema Shai is our defense, man. Let me get that. Psalms 94 and 22, something like that. This Psalms 94 and 22. But Yahweh is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. All right? Yahweh Shema Shai is our defense, man. All right? That's what we call on to vindicate us. That's what we call out on to give us salvation and to redeem us. Our Heavenly Father and our great King, man. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kodash, man. Okay? We don't go to the devil for refuge and help.
President Rodriguez has announced that Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro had decided to move the country's state-owned oil and gas company European office from Lisbon in Portugal to Moscow in Russia, in what may look like a nice gesture to seal trust and support between the two countries.
See, he a shivering bitch. He's taking their natural resources because he know the other country is going to spoil his ass, and he's going to get into bed with Russia. See, in jail, now, this may be a bad analogy, but it's the truth. It's raw. You'll have weak niggas in jail, and they'll go ask some other nigga for protection, like that jail. That it used to be a jail sitcom that came on TV called Eyes some years back, and it showed you how the penitentiaries ran. Eyes, where it had Schillinger and Edabisi, those characters on there, and you have weak guys that would go to strong guys for protection, and when they go to strong guys for protection, them guys will be having their way with them niggas. You know, they'll have some niggas trying to spoil them. You know, take their manhood from them, then they go run to another guy, and when they go to that guy has his way with them. If he's not having sex with him, he's taking any money, any commerce, anything they have from there, making them pay tribute to him. All right, so they taking their ass to Russia. All right, because they scared of America and Britain, so on and so forth, and Russia gonna take and go and handle them in any kind of way, because the Russians just another clan of Edomites. They all Edomites. At the end of the day, they all Edomites. The Russians are the devil. They are the sons of Esau. Their lineage go back to Esau, Edom, the red Hebrew Edomites, man. They gonna spoil your ass. You supposed to be calling out to your power, your king. That's the reason you in that position. That's the reason cannibalism is running rampant in that nation. The Most High is not comforting you people because the tribe of Zebulun has raised their heel against Yahweh Shema Shah. And Yahweh Shema Shah is letting the nations have their way with him. He's turned them over to Satan so they can learn not to blaspheme, man.
It's also an attempt of Venezuela to protect its interests. Let's listen to what Madame Rodriguez had to say.
On the issue of the relocation of PDVSA from Europe, I'll say that it's been a part of our plans in terms of deepening relations with Russian companies like Rosneft and Gazprom. Europe has not given us enough assurances that it will respect our assets. Look at the Bank of England, which is withholding Venezuelan gold. There's been
the Bank of England is withholding Venezuelan gold. So that's like somebody having everything I go to work for every day, take my shit and hold my shit. And we know the Bank of England, that's a central bank. So that's the Jews doing that, so-called Jews doing that. It's Amalek doing that. But Amalek only gonna deal with you if you have gold, all right? Amalek don't, and that's another thing. These niggas be talking about they rich, like Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent, all these niggas talking about they got money. Man, Amalek is the one that's rich. He's the one that's wealthy. He don't even talk to you unless you got tons of gold. He don't give a fuck about that paper money. When he look at you guys talking about y'all millionaires and shit, he laugh at y'all. He won't even, those corporate bankers, those so-called Jews won't even talk to you. The only people that talk their language is the people that got tons of gold and tons of oil. If you don't have tons of gold and tons of oil, he just look at you like a piece of shit. Even though he look at them like a piece of shit, but they have something that he want. He'll do business with them and spoil them and put usury on them. He'll communicate with them. He don't even look twice at you niggas. Oh, I'm worth 100 mil. I'm worth 700 mil. Man, you don't got pay. You just got paper that's made out of thin air. They don't look at that. They could just bankrupt American banking system overnight. They know you're going to be dire poor. But the ones that got tons of gold, all right, they're going to deal with them. If you don't have gold, those corporate bankers, those at least don't look at you as having anything. And right here, she just said they dealing with the Bank of England, and they're not honoring their gold. They have their own. They done put their gold over there with them devils, and them devils won't let them do what they want with their gold, man. Like one time I was with my mom's. I don't know what happened. I probably was on my knuckles and I needed to get something to fix my car, or it might even been to buy a new car. She went to go get a large sum of money out of her bank. And I remember her getting mad at the bank. They asking her, why is she taking such a large sum of money, and asked, was she pressured? And she was like, this my motherfucking money. I don't got to answer them questions. She got real irate with them. Like she was there getting her money out the bank, and the people was asking her, why was she taking the money, such a large sum of money out of the bank? And my mother got real mad. You see, and that's the way Esau do. You know? Like in this society, man, if you got riches, you just have enough to do business and commerce. But you don't go put all your money in these banks. You got to learn from history. In the 1920s and 30s, they woke up and their monies was gone. The Great Depression, man. Okay? But yes, back to what this Zebulite was saying. She's saying that they're going to Russia because the Britons fucking over. The Americans is threatening to fuck over. So they going to Russia to protect them. All right? And the Bank of Europe has their motherfucking gold and won't honor it. Won't let them do what they want with it. As a matter of fact, let me get a precept. They don't realize the curse, man. And they don't know what to do to get out the curse. And if you tell them, our people won't listen. This is what's going on with them. Their ass is getting spoiled, man. This is Jeremiah 4:30. And we are spoiled. Us Israelites are spoiled. Whatever we have, the devil gonna take it to it. We had this whole line. America is 3,000 square miles, man. All that belonged to Israelites. Then you go down to South America, the Incas, the Aztecs, the Mayans. All that belonged to us. You go to the West Indies, all those islands in the West Indies. The Taino Indians had all of that. We had all of that, man. All right? And it's been taken from us, spoiled. We become spoiled. They took our land, our resources, and they took us. Okay? What would thou do? What are you supposed to do? This the prophet being poetic, man. What are we supposed to be calling out to Yah B'Shem Yahushua to vindicate us? That's what we supposed to be doing. Though thou clothe thyself with chrism, though thou deckst thyself with ornaments of gold, all right? Venezuela has tons of gold. In fact, they got the Russians on there in their country right now, still digging for gold in caves right now. All right? They have tons of gold in Venezuela. That's a fruitful land. And they got a lot of oil reserves. Okay? Though thou rendest thy face with painting, in vain shall thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee and seek thy life. And that's what's going on. They want to do business and commerce with this devil. They want to dress up like this devil. All right? They want to make themselves look good like this devil, like they thriving in this bitch. But look, they are lovers who they in bed with. The Bank of England, the Bank of Europe, America, Russia. All right? What it say? Thy lovers will seek their life. The Russians going to roll them out. They going to the Russians for refuge, and they going to roll them out. God going to roll it. God, G-O-G going to roll their asses out. All right? For I have heard a voice of a woman in travail, and the anguish as of her that bringeth forth a child, and the voice of the daughter of Zion that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, woe is me now. That's what they bitches saying right now. That's what they saying in Venezuela right now. Israel is the one in travail, okay? And now they saying, woe is me. Help me. Instead of saying, calling out to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, they saying, help me Russia. They going to the devil for refuge. For my soul is weary because of murderers. All right, they weary. They perplexed on every other side. England got their fucking gold. The motherfuckers in Europe got their fucking gold. And America coming to take their fucking oil. And they gonna come occupy their country and murder their asses. But yet they won't call out to their power, man. They gonna call out to the devil, man. Israel is a homeborn slave. This is why he is spoiled, man. They would not call out to Yahweh Shema Shai. For all of these things, they would not repent, man.
Robbery on Venezuela, and we want to ensure our relationship with Russia.
Needless to say, a lot has been said about a possibility of military intervention. Of course, that's especially after America's President Donald Trump's claiming that all the options are on the table, meaning including military operation, armed operation in Venezuela. Let's first now listen to what Foreign Minister Lavrov had to say.
Now look, now this a beautiful part. The Most High is a chess player, all right? America, the Most High is going to make shit happen where Russia and America destroy each other, okay? Now this could be a part of the Most High's chess game, all right, for where Russia starts spoiling their ass and texting their ass, all right, using usury on their ass and getting a lot of their oil. And then when America come in to occupy the country, Russia gonna pop up and be like, this an act of war. This our oil. We got this. Okay? Now that the Most High could use that drama to start World War III. Now that's beautiful. All right.
Venezuela's legitimate government is ready for dialogue with the International Contact Group. It is a great example of how Mr. Maduro and his government have taken a constructive position. And Guaido, who was backed as the head of state, is in violation of all norms and principles of the UN Charter, takes a destructive and confrontational position.
Madame Rodriguez has been very open and direct in slamming America's actions in Venezuela. Let's take a listen.
There's a concerted effort that is seeking to justify an international intervention in Venezuela being headed by the U.S. and their regime change doctrine. This is nothing new. We've seen these tactics in Syria and other countries. The person in charge of action against Venezuela is known for their subversive activities and attacks on foreign states, and that's Mr. Abrams. It is
all right, and that's what the nations are angry. The nations, all of them see America, what they do. They when they want to come into a country, they demonize it through the propaganda machine, through the TV, Fox News, CNN, so on and so forth. They turn whatever leader in that country into a boogeyman and demonize them when his people really love them, you know. But if that's the only news you see, and the only connection to the outside world, and you're a dildo head, you believe whatever this devil tell you, and they use a false narrative to go in and spoil the people and kill the people for nothing. For what? Just because these people won't give you their oil reserves, you just want to take their shit and give them this paper money. These people want gold now. Everybody see the dollar is weak. Okay. So, all of these small nations, they shaking their fists at America, all right? And Venezuela is right there by America, man. Russia, once they set up in America, it's going to be nothing for them to shoot missiles right there from Venezuela, man. America ass is in a trick bag, man. You got the Cubans over there. They deal with Russia. Man, they close, man. It's going to be nothing for them. We talk about 30 minutes, man, you know. Well, the scriptures say 30 minutes Salakia for when they come from Russia. But, man, it's going to be easy for them missiles to hit America, man. America done. All right? Russia, if they set up little plants in Cuba, Venezuela, Mexico, so on and so forth, I mean, they right there at the border. You could build your wall all you want. A wall ain't going to stop a fucking nuclear dick, a nuclear missile.
Clear what's going on. The U.S. is seeking to arm terrorist groups and rebels in order to destabilize and undermine our peace.
See, that's what they do. They pay mercenaries, rebels. You see, everybody know what America does. That's what they did in Libya. That's what they doing over there in Syria. That's what they do. And then they're going to say, oh, they want regime change. The people are arming themselves because they don't like the way things are being ran in Venezuela. When in fact, they'll pay some motherfucking Israelites from Iran or motherfucking Iraq or something to go into Venezuela talking about, oh, these people are tired of the tyrant and America will be funding them. All right? And then they'll, like, their hands clean. They won't even have their troops to come in that bitch, but they'll be doing airstrikes and shit. That's what America does. And then when the smoke clear, America goes in there with their contractors and rape them of their natural resources, man. Everybody's keen to the games of America, man. Everyone, the whole planet. But to stay on topic with this clip, these devils, these Israelites, they steady calling out to Russia. They're not calling out to their power to defend them. Let me get another precept. This is Isaiah 30. I'm starting at the top. Woe to the rebellious children. See, they are being rebellious. This Israelite, she's submitted to Edomite and westernized philosophy. Look at, she's at the table with them, doing business and commerce like they do, within their umbrella, up under their umbrella. She's not calling out to Yahweh Shema Shai and asking him to take down the whole system. She wants to get along to go along. That's why she's at the table, okay? She's defeated. I don't want nobody like that in the kingdom with me. She's being rebellious right now. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Shema Shai, that make counsel. She's making counsel. She's at a council right now. That's a council that bitch at. But not of me. But she's not counseling to Yahweh Shema Shai. She's not coming to the prophets and asking, what are we going to do? What can I do? All right? She's not putting herself in sackcloth and ashes and calling out to Yahweh Shema Shai, man. She's going to the devil for refuge and for help. All right? And that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit. She want to be covered. She want to be delivered from the devil by the devil. All right? That they may add sin to sin. And that's a sin. What she's doing is idolatry. Because she's calling out to other gods, man. She's calling out to other nations, other powers. All right? That walk down into Egypt. All right? You could liken that. Egypt's talking about America. All right? But you could liken that to Russia. Anywhere. So-called white man. She's going to the so-called white man. And have not asked of my mouth. She ain't asked of Yahweh Shema Shai to strip themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. She want to get strengthened in the strength of the so-called white man, man. That pisses the Most High off more than anything. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So she's at this council looking for sanctuary, begging for mercy. And she thinks she's going to get it, and she's not going to get it. The Most High say, woe to them bitches. So America just may fulfill their enterprise. At the end of the day, if Russia do jump in and defend them, the country going to get ransacked. You know? Russia gonna take everything it need if it go to war. Russia just going to take full command of the oil reserves when it's time to go to war. Okay?
An answering RT question, Venezuela's Vice President, Madame Rodriguez, has added also that she believes Venezuela will not become second Syria because the people of Venezuela and the country's army are as united as never before in
See, that's some fucking bullshit, man. The people of Venezuela, man, America would crush Venezuela like a fucking roach, man. See, that our people are going off their rockers. When you read Deuteronomy 28 and 28, he say, I will plague you with astonishment of heart and madness. They've gone mad. They don't even have a nuclear arsenal. All right? Probably don't even got fighter jets, man. I mean, you could be united all you want, man. The Most High is not with you. Y'all are Israelites. The Most High is not going to let you defend yourself against this tyrant. This tyrant is brought up on us for us to learn right from wrong. He's our whooping stick. In fact, when you read Genesis, the Most High say curses anyone that killed Esau, man. Let me get that. In Genesis, where he put that curse on Cain. What scripture is that? Is it 4? When he say curse anyone that killed Cain. Here we go. This is Genesis 4 and 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face shall I be hid. This is Esau. All right, Cain and Esau is one of the same. And that's the same spirit, okay? And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in earth. And that's what Esau was. Until he came out of those Mount Seir, those Caucasus Mountains, that's exactly what he was. All of the nations, Israel, we ran him up in them caves, and all of the nations kept him away from him because he was a piece of shit. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me, because his skin was non-melanated. He looked like a leper, all right? And in our kingdom, man, that's going to look like somebody that got Ebola. But while he in power, he's made it a glorified thing. Verse 15, and the Lord said unto me, therefore whoever slave Cain, all right, whoever slaved this devil, vengeance shall come upon them sevenfold. So if you talking about y'all coming together to take up arms against Esau, you're not doing it in the proper time. Habakkuk say everything is done for an appointed time. So you're not doing it according to the spirit. So the Most High gonna bring hell on you sevenfold. And Yahweh Shem Shah said a mark upon Cain, lest any find him should kill him. And that's that leprous skin, that non-melanated skin, man. Cain was originally a dark-skinned man. But when the Most High cursed him after he shed innocent blood of his brother Abel, man. All right? So they talk about they're united as they can be, and they ready to take up arms. Their army ready to take up arms. I mean, that's a joke. That's a joke. And spiritually, when you do go up to fight this devil, the Most High is going to let him whoop your ass sevenfold, man. That means utterly. He's going to destroy you utterly. Fuck, all he got to do is do an airstrike campaign. He don't even have to put troops on the fucking ground, man. All right, so with that, may just sit down, be edifying to the hearers. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone. And salutation to you sincere brothers pushing the true cross to four winds. Kwam Yasharala.
For